Maggie Hensley.
Hey guys, how are y'all? You enjoying SFR so far? Yes. Okay, how many of y'all have Scentsy Club subscribers? Yes. How many of you don't have any, but are hoping to learn how to find some today? Yes, I love it. Okay, so we're going to talk about how to promote Scentsy Club. We're going to talk about how to get them to enroll in Scentsy Club. And we're going to talk about why all of that recurring PRV is so important. So my name is Maggie Hensley, and I'm a Superstar Director from Raleigh, North Carolina now. We just moved from Texas a month ago, so I'm still getting used to saying that. I joined Scentsy in 2012 as just a little way to earn some extra money. I had no expectation of what it would turn into. No clue whatsoever. I literally joined so that I could buy French fries on Friday at McDonald's with my debit card instead of having to dig in my couch cushions for quarters. And it's turned into something completely different. I'm a very busy wife and mama of 7 boys. That is my husband, Scott. Not only is he a smoke show, but he totally puts up with all of my shenanigans. And he saved me in Orchard's life multiple times on a Jamaica excursion. You have to ask him about that. It was awesome. Listen, yes, that is Anna. I have 7 boys. I didn't know that is not a misprint. If you look at that picture, that's what that craziness looks like. That is at our son Hunter's adoption in April. We are a foster and adoptive family. So the charitable cause warmer really hit me in the heart this week. I'm very, very, very excited about that initiative. But we are busy, busy, busy. Like, I honestly don't know anybody busier than I am. And that is not a brag. It is ridiculous at my house. And my business has had to evolve a lot over the last 11 years. I used to do a ton of parties and events because Scentsy is my way to get out of the house and to have a life and something for me. Now, I don't want to miss football games. I'm going to be at my kids' baseball games. I want to pick them up from the bus stop after school. So I had to figure out how to pivot my business at every turn, every direction, so that I could spend my time and my money on my family and have Scentsy, fit into my life best. So I started focusing on Scentsy Club about 3 years ago because I knew I needed more freedom and flexibility in my business because we were planning a move to Germany. Obviously that did not happen. However, at the time, I knew that I needed to build a solid business in Region 1 that could sustain if I moved across the world, if I moved across the country, regardless of what that would look like. So in Scentsy Club, do you remember the VIP program that we had? Not so good. Not so good. Then they changed it to Scentsy Club, and I was like, okay, this is it. This is how I'm going to totally change my business to fit where my life is right now. I have found more freedom with Scentsy Club than any other facet of my business. So I'm going to talk about how I promote Scentsy Club. You need to identify who to share club with. Who orders from you every 1, 2, and 3 months? We have awesome sales reports that are in our workstation. You can look through the contacts tab to see who is ordering from you regularly. You can use those sales reports to see who's ordering certain LTOs, bring back my bar, all of that. But who's ordering from you every 1, 2, or 3 months? If they're ordering that often, it doesn't make sense for them to not join Scentsy Club. Who regularly orders a whiff box? Scentsy Club is the only way that they can get that whiff box half price. We can't even do that as consultants or as hosts. Scentsy Club is the only way to do that. That's a huge perk for a lot of my Scentsy Club subscribers. Who owns a Scentsy air purifier? They can get those filters straight to them without even having to think about it, without having to be like, dang, my red light is on. Now I have to order one, and I have to wait for a week for it to get to me. No, it can come to them every 30, 60, 90 days, depending on how often they go through it. My house, it's more like 30. You never know. Who loves bricks and waits for the LTOs to purchase? I know I have a long list of customers that like bricks, and that's the only thing that they'll order. They wait for those LTOs. They can order a brick at any time, in all kinds of different scents through Scentsy Club, and they can get it at half price. Which customers are always asking for a deal or a special? I know we all have them. What's the deal this month? What's the special this month? Well, it's always buy 5, get 1 free, or you can add any of our consumable products to Scentsy Club, get it at 10% off. You can get discounted shipping. You can get a half price item. That's the best deal that they're going to get if they don't want to host and they don't want to join a Scentsy Club. Which customers are always asking for discounted shipping? Okay. Okay, this is how I promote and share Scentsy Club in my own business. I unbox it live all the time. It's like Christmas. Every single time I unbox it. Doesn't matter if I know what's coming, if I've changed it up, I love it. And people love to watch it happen. So you do it on your stories, you do it live on your Facebook or your Instagram. I always use a discontinued scent that I'm getting in my club when I change my wax in my stories. I do it every week on Instagram, and it creates a sense of FOMO, because that's a scent that I'm getting that others aren't, because I added it to my club. And Scentsy's gonna work for me forever with our Always Get My Bar program. Okay. These are some visuals of marketing images that I use. So don't pay attention to the little QR codes on the bottom, but the middle two QR codes are templates for these flyers. I did not create them. I cannot take credit for it. I actually wish I knew who I could give credit to, because I don't know. But this goes on the back of a piece of mail that I send out every single month to all my customers. That's how I do my follow-up, is a mailer. They get a little felt circle with the scent of the month. On one side, this is wrap card size on Canva. You can also print this as a brochure and do 3 to a sheet and then 3 on the back. But this, I always put Scentsy Club on the back, and then on the front, I do the whiff of the month, word of the month, I call it whiff of the month thing. But if you take a picture and scan those 2 QR codes, it takes you to the templates for those 2 flyers, and then you can change it. That's all the relevant information about Scentsy Club that they'll need. It goes in everything, every piece of mail. Every single email that I send out has something about Scentsy Club. Every single order that I package up and goes out locally has something about Scentsy Club in it. You have to talk about it. You have to be talking about it every single week on your social media. Talk about it in your stories. Create that sense of FOMO. It needs to be something that, even if they don't join, they know what it is. And that way, when you talk about it with them and they're ready to create their own subscription, it's not something that's come out of the blue. Okay. So at Scentsy Consultants, we have 3 main products we're trying to sell. Buy, host, and join, right? I treat Scentsy Club as the 4th. Like I said, every single piece of happy mail or thank you or email that goes out has the Scentsy Club information on it. But it's something that I talk about all the time. This right here, though, these are actual orders and actual club subscriptions that I have from my customers. Some of them are monthly, some of them are bi-monthly, some of them are quarterly, and then I have a lot of customers that use Scentsy Club just as like a coupon, because you can do that. Just because they sign up and just because they create an order doesn't mean that they have to get that order, that specific order, every single 1, 2, or 3 months. They can change it up as much as they want to. There's no fee to join. There's no fee for them to change anything. There's no fee for them to cancel it. So I have a lot of people that use Scentsy Club just as a coupon, basically. It's a perpetual 10% off coupon, kind of like Kohl's Cash. They can, you know how they earn points, so every dollar they spend, they're gonna earn points through Scentsy Club that they can apply to future products that they want, maybe that warmer that they decide they want later on. It is the best way for people to get the best bang for their buck if they don't want to host and they don't want to join. It doesn't make sense for them not to do it. Okay, sorry, I'm waiting for my teleprompter to catch up. Okay, so I have omitted the word join from my verbiage when talking about Scentsy Club. I don't say join at all, because there are a lot of other companies that have programs that are like this. However, once they join it, they get a cute little email that says, oh, surprise, you're a consultant now. And that is not the case for Scentsy Club whatsoever. It is a referral program, at best. Nothing more than that. It's a perpetual coupon, no strings attached, way for them to get the best bang for their buck. Sometimes they need to see the benefit in order for them to join. So Amazon, who buys from Amazon like all the time? And you've seen on there where you can purchase a product, you can do it as a subscription, and it'll give you a certain percentage off, or you can just purchase it one time. Well, Scentsy hasn't caught up to that quite yet. Working on it. But just because Scentsy doesn't do that for them doesn't mean that you shouldn't. We have to do that for our customers. So a lot of times what I do is I will go through and I can create them an account on my PWS. I'll make the password like Maggie 2023, depending on what the year is. I'll go in and create them a mock Scentsy Club order, can send them the screenshots. That way they can see, okay, you want these 10 bars, or you want the 6 bars in a whiff box, or you want all of these things. Here's what it looks like with the 10% off. Now you get to have a half price item that you can add to it. Oh, there's discounted shipping. They have to see it in order to understand the benefits. It's not something that you can just type everything out. You really have to show them what it looks like, rather than them just imagining it. If they're interested, then they can log in and complete the subscription. If not, then it just gets deleted and I continue placing the order as normal. No big deal. I will say, Tim Hayes gave me permission to share this with you guys. You know how you can go to your PWS and you can create a mock cart for people, and then you can send them the cart and they can complete the process of purchasing. They are working on getting that done for Scentsy Club. I think it's coming in just a couple weeks. So, yes, praise Jesus. So where like I said, I've gone to that extra step of creating them their account, which is fine. If they can delete it or never use it if they don't want to. But this way, we can go in and create a mock Scentsy Club order, send it to them, and then when they click yes and they go through it, then it puts them into a subscription. And then they can choose to get it every 1, 2, or 3 months from there. So that is awesome. They're working really hard to get some better features for us for Scentsy Club. I'm super excited about that. But you guys, they have to see it. They have to understand what the benefit is. Otherwise, they just don't get it. Because we use words like join, we say subscription. I think they have to get the same thing all the time. You really have to make sure that you're fully explaining all of the perks and benefits. Okay, so if I'm not saying join, what am I saying? These are some things that I say to people. I don't have a one-size-fits-all script for what I say to people when I talk about club. It just kind of depends on what they're doing. Oh, you like sea salt avocado, you can get it in the brick and 10% off. I'm super bummed about Fuzzy Blanket only came back for a month. You can keep getting it if you add it to Scentsy Club. I really try to tailor it to the person that I'm speaking to. Why focus on Scentsy Club and recurring revenue? These are actual images of what my workstation looks like right now. That's 2,000 PRV this month that I got. And I'm not anywhere near where I want to be. I have a new goal that I do every season. I want to be well over 100 subscriptions, and I would really like to have over 50 a month. But the thing is, my number has fluctuated so much because I use Club as a way to identify who needs to join my team. If they have a club order that's over $100 that they're going to get every 1, 2, or 3 months, they love it enough to join. And so then I use that as a segue into, hey, this would be your commission. These would be the points that you would earn. If you love it this much, I bet you have a mom, sister, friend, neighbor that loves it, because referral program. And I would be the first one to say that I don't use that nearly like I should. And that's one of my goals for this next season, is to really get on that referral program. But with this, it makes it so that I didn't have to start over when I moved to North Carolina last month at all. I get to really get off that hamster wheel and to focus on the things that are important to me. I could move my 7 children across the country and not have to worry about where my PRV was going to come from. Every single month, if you are wanting to promote to anything over certified, you have to have 500 PRV every single month. Well, where's that going to come from? I remember years before Scentsy Club just panicking at the first of every month, thinking, oh my gosh, where's my paycheck going to come from? How many parties do I have to do? Do I have anything lined up? Well, 500 is the minimum, but that was never my goal. So I knew that it had to come from somewhere else. Scentsy Club allows you to take the pressure off of your parties, because we've all had parties that flop. We've all had events that flop. And if it does, or if you flip your host, which is awesome, you're giving her that PRV because she's earned it. Those are her friends, those are her customers, her future customers. When you flip that host, you're not getting that PRV, but if you've got a good foundation with Scentsy Club, it doesn't matter. It's not going to hurt you, and it's not going to leave you floundering for the rest of the month. It allows you to get off the hamster wheel, stop wondering where you're going to get that PRV from each month. Life is super unpredictable, I know that. As a foster mom, as a busy mom, with as many kids as I have, as someone who's moving, my husband travels a ton, life is super unpredictable. You just don't ever know what's going to happen. We've had a really, really, really tough couple of years in our family between foster care and adoption and loss of loved ones, a move. And if I didn't have Scentsy Club, my business would be in a very different place than it is right now. So I focus on that as my meat and potatoes in my business, because that is where I think it was like 90% of my PRV, based on that awesome printout that they gave us. I think 90% of my PRV comes from Scentsy Club right now, because I treat that as the main focus of my business. Others might do events or parties or, you know, whatever that might look like for your business. That's great, because we can all run our businesses our own way. Scentsy Club is what I focus on. It also allows me to focus on growing my team, serving my customers well, spending more time with my family, doing things that I love. Scentsy isn't supposed to run your whole life. It's supposed to complement your life. I'm now able to only work during the school day. I can say yes to my kids more. I can truly choose the things in life and business that bring me joy, rather than feeling like I'm on a hamster wheel all the time. Take the pressure off your parties, like I said. Flip those hosts instead of counting on the PRV from their party to get you to your minimums each month. And then that way you can really do what you love in this business. Okay, happy Scentsy clubbing. I hope you guys all got something out of this, and you guys took pictures of those QR codes. Please find me on Instagram. We can follow each other.